So, Kura, talk about the collective and how you see the collective, especially the artists.
Mm-hmm. I think as artists, we have to be one. Just because, like, I feel like art is universal. It's like one of the universal languages just in the world. So it's like if we were together, if we connected, if we, stood in solidarity, we'd be able to affect the masses. Art is doing that today. If you look at songs, just any song, take like a Beyonce song, a Chief Keef song, like any song, one of them songs that are popular on SoundCloud. Once like a certain amount of people hear it, it's just like, wow, that song could change someone's life. So if we all came together, we could really be changing each other's lives for the better. So I think it's just really important to think of the other artists just as much as you think of yourself. And that kind of brings me to Ubuntu, which is the philosophy of my organization, which is the concept of like human compassion and kindness. And it literally means I am who I am because of who we all are. So it's like, if you want to do better as an artist, help other artists, And that's why I'm really rocking with this, like, I feel like Jersey right now, we're putting ourselves on the map. Like, we're really, like, uniting, like, Unify NJ. Like, we're really, like, supporting one another, attending everyone's shows and everything. And I just love to see that support amongst amongst our community. Because I feel like New York City's doing it. Philly's doing it. Now it's time for Jersey to do it. Well, we've been doing it. But I feel like we haven't been getting a lot of recognition for it.
Well, the reason why we don't get recognition because we have to understand nobody is going to support us but ourselves. Mm-hmm. And I think people need to realize, and I keep saying it, that when I say artists, I'm talking about bloggers, I'm talking about writers. People need to write books mm-hmm. about what we need to do from their perspective. People need to write blogs mm-hmm. about what we should be doing as a collective. When we talk about this, somebody could come here and take a component of this and write a whole book. Mm-hmm. So others can understand, because everybody has pieces. Some people have more pieces to understand what we need to do as collective, but we have to write. It can't just be visual arts, which is fine. It can't just be audio or mm-hmm. spoken word or poetry. It has to be all the elements.
Yeah. And
working in unison.
And I think it's important to have conversations too. Like something that my organization does, we have these talks called Cloudy Thoughts. And it's basically like artists, people in the community, just anybody. And whoever you are, you can come to these conversations and you just, whatever the topic is. The first one was on self-love. So you had people, it was mainly college students, but just come out and just express themselves.
Except for me, I was there. I wasn't in college.
You were there. Oh, yeah, you were there.
She invited me.
He was there. But yeah, they were just able to express themselves.
It was awesome.
And I think we just need more conversations like that where we just, I was shaking the table, where we come together and just talk about stuff that are really relevant to one another.
I agree. We have to have the discussions. And there's something that really comes out of that I don't think we realize. We think we just come together and talk. Mm-hmm. Our culture puts us together in situations where we go to the bar to watch the game, or we have a party, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we don't talk mm-hmm. like you talked about earlier in the first clip. When we talk, we come out empowered, even like we have in this talk, yep. But we're airing out like more stuff mm-hmm. that we have kind of bottled up in here. And then we go out, and then we're empowered, and it releases more ideas. It releases more confidence. And then we go out in the world, and we act this stuff out. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's really powerful. And then when we do it as a collective, when you have like 30 and 40 people that sit mm-hmm. there, and in your meeting, people cried and they went in. It was emotional healing. It wasn't just a talk. And a lot of us and again, we're going off topic, but a lot of us have emotional stuff, and it's going to take more than sexing, alcohol, drugs, being crazy and zany. Those are outlets. You can do spiritual stuff, but the bottom line is, again, we're going back to community. Mm-hmm. The bottom line, when we have community, we had family, we had people there that we either danced with or we talked with, and we did it on a consistent basis. We didn't do it every 6 months when we were going crazy out of mind. Oh, I gotta talk to you, because things ain't right, and then you got all this stuff pile up. I can't help you with that.
Back in the day, it was like normal to go to your neighbor's house every day and like sit on their porch and talk with them. Now it's just like you see them, like, what's up?
Wait a minute.
How you doing?
What was your back in the day?
Well, maybe before my time. Like,
you can't leave yourself open like that. All right, so we're free. I guess we're free.
Bye.
See you all right. Thanks.